Welcome. Before you try to speak English today, pause for a moment. Let me ask you something honestly. You know English, don't you? You learned the words. You studied for years. So why does your mind stop the moment you try to speak? Why does everything disappear? Why does your mouth freeze? Why does your heart beat faster even before you say one word? If this has ever happened to you, this video is for you. Because today, we are not talking about grammar, we are not talking about vocabulary, we are not talking about study harder. Today, we are talking about what happens inside your mind when you try to speak English. And I want you to hear this clearly right now. You are not broken, you are not slow, and you are definitely not bad at English. What you are feeling is normal. And more importantly, it can be fixed. Stay with me. This is not a lesson, this is not a test. This is a safe space, a calm conversation. And by the end of this video, you will understand why your mind freezes and how to finally let your words flow naturally. Now, let's begin. You know English, so why does your mind stop when you try to speak? Maybe you learned all the words, you studied for years, didn't you? But when someone asks a question, your mind just freezes. You want to answer, but nothing comes out the way you want it to. I see you. I understand that fear, and I want you to know something important right now. You are not broken. You are normal. This is not because you are slow or because your English is weak. This is not your fault at all. Most English learners feel this. They overthink, they get scared, they feel pressure to be perfect, and then the mind goes blank. It happens to everyone, trust me. But here is the truth you need. Speaking is not the real problem. Thinking is the way you think. You have been thinking in a way that blocks your words, not helps them. And today, we will change that. I will show you 5 mistakes, 5 thinking mistakes everyone makes while learning English. Not grammar mistakes, not speaking mistakes, thinking mistakes. These mistakes live in your mind, quietly stopping your confidence. But once you see them, you can fix them, one by one, calmly. You do not need to study harder, you just need to think differently. Stay with me now. Listen calmly. We will fix this together, okay? No pressure, no rush, just clarity. When thinking becomes simple again, speaking becomes natural too. You will not force words anymore. They will just come. So take a breath. You are safe here. This is not a test or a lesson. This is a conversation between you and someone who believes in you. Let's begin. Let me tell you why this happens, why your mind freezes when you try to speak English out loud. It is not because you don't know the words, you do know them. It is not because you are not smart enough, you are. The real reason is fear, my friend. Fear of judgment, fear of mistakes. You are afraid someone will laugh or think you sound silly or wrong. So your brain tries to protect you. It stops you before you even start, and that feels like a block. Another reason is pressure, right? You feel like you must be perfect. Every sentence must sound correct. Every word must be pronounced well. But that pressure is too heavy. It slows your thinking down so much that nothing feels natural anymore. You start translating word by word. You think in your native language, then try to change it into English. But translation takes time, energy, and by the time you finish thinking, the moment has already passed. So you stay quiet, you give up, and then you feel bad about yourself. Does this sound familiar to you? If yes, you are not alone at all. Most learners feel exactly this way. It is one of the most common struggles in learning any language, honestly. But here's what I want you to know. These feelings are very real to you, but they are not real problems. They are just habits of thinking, and habits can be changed, slowly. You do not need to be perfect today. You do not need to speak like a native speaker right now.
You just need to start thinking in a way that does not scare you, a way that feels safe, feels calm. Because when your mind feels safe, your words will start flowing again. Right now, your brain is working hard to protect you from embarrassment, but that same protection is also blocking your progress, you see? So we need to teach your brain this. Making mistakes is okay. It is safe. Pausing is okay. It is human. Thinking slowly is okay. It is normal. Once your brain believes that, everything will start to shift. You will stop fighting with yourself. You will stop translating everything. You will just speak. Not perfectly, but freely. And that freedom is what fluency really feels like, my friend. But what if these feelings you have are not real problems at all? What if they are just stories your mind has been telling you? Let's talk about that next. Let me be honest with you now. There are some beliefs you carry that are not true anymore. You have been told things, maybe by teachers, maybe by yourself, that made you think you must be perfect before you can speak. But that is not how language works.
Let me explain something important. Fluency does not mean perfection. Fluency means you can keep going, even when you make mistakes, even when you pause, even when you forget a word and use another one. That is fluency. That is real skill. But somewhere along the way, you started believing this lie. I must think fast to speak well. No, that is not true at all. Thinking slowly is completely okay. Native speakers pause too, you know. They say, let me think. They search for words, they hesitate, and no one judges them for that. So why do you judge yourself so hard? Another belief you might carry is, if I make mistakes, people will think I am not good at English. But here is the truth, my friend. Mistakes are proof you are learning. Mistakes show you are brave enough to try something new, something hard. People respect that. They really do. And the ones who laugh or judge you, they are not worth your energy. Let them go. Focus on your growth. You do not need their approval. You need your own trust in yourself. Now, let me tell you one more thing. Your fear is not protecting you. It is only keeping you stuck, quiet. It makes you think too much before you even open your mouth to speak. And that overthinking kills your natural flow, your confidence. So what if you let go of that fear? What if you gave yourself permission to speak, even badly sometimes, even with mistakes, even with pauses? What if that was enough for today? You do not need to be perfect now. You do not need to sound like anyone else but yourself, honestly. Just speak, just try, just begin. That is all fluency asks from you. Progress, not perfection. Movement, not flawless sentences every time. When you stop putting so much pressure on yourself, your mind relaxes. And when your mind relaxes, words come easier, more naturally. You stop translating. You stop planning every word ahead of time. You just respond. You just talk. That is the truth about this skill. It is not about being the best. It's about being consistent, calm, and kind to yourself during the process of learning something new. So stop waiting to be ready, friend. You are ready now. You always were. Now, let's change one small thing in your thinking, starting right now. Here is the one thing I want you to change today, starting now. Stop translating in your head. Stop thinking in your language first, then switching it into English. That process is slowing you down. It is making everything harder, more tiring than it needs to be. Instead, start thinking in simple English thoughts from the beginning. Not full sentences, not perfect grammar, just small, simple thoughts. Let me give you an example now. If someone asks, "What did you do today?" do not translate your whole day in your mind first. Just think, "I worked, I ate, I rested." That's enough. You do not need to say everything perfectly in one long sentence. You can speak in short pieces. Short pieces are easier to think and easier to say out loud, too. This is how children learn, right?
They do not use complex sentences. They say, I happy, I go park. And nobody judges them, nobody laughs, because everyone knows they are learning, growing, trying hard. You are learning too, my friend, so give yourself that same kindness. Speak in short, simple thoughts. Do not worry about sounding smart or impressive to anyone else. Just focus on being clear, honest, and comfortable with your own voice. When you stop translating, something magical happens inside your brain. Your thinking speeds up naturally, not because you're forcing it, but because you removed the extra step that was blocking your flow. Now your brain can focus on just one language, English, and that makes everything smoother, faster, and less stressful for you. This is not about being lazy or lowering your standards at all. This is about being smart, strategic with how you use your energy. Translation takes so much effort. It drains you. It tires your mind. But thinking directly in English, that saves your energy. It builds your confidence over time, too. So from today, practice this shift. When you think about your day, think in English, not your language. When you plan what to say, use simple English words in your mind. Don't aim for perfect sentences. Aim for clear, short, honest thoughts. That's all you need right now. This small shift changes everything. I promise you that, truly. If you use it daily, consistently, your fluency will grow quietly, steadily, without any stress. Let me show you how to practice this every single day, starting tomorrow.
Now let me give you one small habit you can start doing every single day. This habit is safe, it is private, no one will hear you, no pressure. Here is what you do, step by step. Every morning when you wake up, take 2 minutes just for yourself. Sit quietly, think about your day ahead in simple English phrases, not sentences, just short phrases. For example, think, make breakfast. Check emails. Go for a walk. That is it. Nothing fancy at all. Do not worry about grammar or if it sounds natural to anyone else. This is just for you, your practice. You are training your brain to think in English without translating first. And the more you do this calmly, the easier it becomes over time. You can also do this at night, too. Before you sleep, think back on your day in short English thoughts. I worked hard. I felt tired. I talked to a friend. I felt better. Again, short, simple, honest. You're not writing an essay here. You're just practicing thinking in English naturally, gently. This habit does not take much time. It does not need any tools or apps. You do not need to speak out loud if you are shy or feel nervous. You can do this silently in your mind whenever you have time. But do it every day, consistently. Even if it feels small or silly, keep going. Keep practicing calmly, because consistency is what builds confidence, not speed or perfection. When you repeat this daily habit, your brain starts to change slowly. It stops seeing English as something foreign, something you translate. It starts seeing English as just another way to think, to express. And that's when fluency begins. Not from studying more grammar rules, not from memorizing more vocabulary, but from using English daily, gently, in your own private thoughts first. So try this tomorrow morning, okay? Just 2 minutes. Just simple phrases, no stress, no pressure, no judgment. Just you and English, quietly growing together, one small thought at a time. Confidence grows when you repeat calmly, not when you rush or force yourself. Let me remind you of something now. Let me say this again, slowly. You are allowed to pause when you speak. Pausing is not failure. Pausing is thinking. It is natural. Native speakers pause all the time. So give yourself that same freedom. You do not need perfect English to communicate well with others. You just need honest English, clear enough for people to understand you. That is all communication really is. It's not about sounding smart or using big words to impress anyone. It's about sharing your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas clearly. And you can do that right now, today,
even with the English you have. You do not need more lessons first. You do not need to wait until you feel completely ready or confident. You are ready now. You always were. Your English is enough for today. And tomorrow, it will grow a little more if you keep practicing calmly. So stop being so hard on yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others who have been learning for years. Your journey is your own, unique. Your progress is your own, personal. No one else can take that from you. Mistakes are not proof you are bad at English or not smart enough. Mistakes are proof you are trying, learning, growing every single day. That is something to be proud of. So when you make a mistake today, do not feel ashamed or embarrassed. Just notice it, learn from it calmly, and then keep going. Keep speaking. Confidence is not something you get after you become fluent, my friend. Confidence is something you build while you are learning, practicing. Every time you try to speak English, even if it feels hard or awkward, you are building confidence quietly. Every time you think in English, even if it's just a short thought, you are building fluency slowly. You don't see it happen right away, but one day you will look back and realize how far you have come.
And you will feel proud of yourself. So trust the process. Trust yourself. You do not need to speak fast today. You just need to keep going, calmly, one small step at a time, always. Confidence is built quietly, softly, not loudly or with pressure, ever. Now let me tell you one last thing. We have come a long way together in this short time, haven't we? Let me remind you of the journey we just walked through step by step. You started with fear, didn't you? Fear of making mistakes, fear of being judged by others harshly, fear that your English would never be good enough to speak freely. But now you understand something new. You understand that fear is just a habit of thinking, not a truth. You understand that fluency is not about perfection or speed at all. It is about calm, consistent practice. It is about thinking in simple ways. It is about being kind to yourself while you learn something so hard. You learned that translation blocks your natural flow, your confidence. You learned that thinking directly in English, even in short phrases, is the key to unlocking your fluency. And you learned one small daily habit you can practice every single day, a habit that is safe, that is private, a habit that builds your confidence quietly without any pressure. Now, I want you to remember this. Progress is slow, but it is real. You will not wake up tomorrow and suddenly speak English perfectly. But if you practice calmly every day, even just for 2 minutes each time, you will start noticing small changes. Maybe one day you will think in English without even realizing it. Maybe one day you will answer a question without translating first. Maybe one day you will speak freely without fear holding you back. That day is coming, my friend, but it will only come if you trust the process and keep going gently. Do not rush yourself. Do not compare yourself to anyone else right now. Your journey is yours alone, unique. Your pace is perfect for you, always. So be patient with yourself, please. Learning a language is one of the hardest things a human can do, but you are doing it. You are here. You are listening. You are trying. And that is more than enough today. I want you to make a promise to yourself right now, silently. Promise that you will not give up just because progress feels slow. Promise that you will be kind to yourself when you make mistakes. Promise that you will keep practicing even when it feels hard or scary. Because you deserve to speak freely. You deserve to express yourself without fear or hesitation. And you will get there. I know it. Now, if you found this helpful today, I would love it for you to subscribe to this channel, Soul Talk English. We share calm, supportive English lessons just like this one here. No pressure, no shouting, no hype. Just honest, gentle guidance to help you grow your English with confidence. We also share simple English stories, graded readers you can listen to daily to improve your fluency calmly. So subscribe if you want more of this. And if you want to practice today, start with the habit I shared earlier. Think in short English phrases about your day, morning or night. Just 2 minutes, just simple thoughts. No one is watching, no one is judging. This is just for you, your growth. And remember, confidence is not built by speaking fast or sounding perfect. Confidence is built by showing up, trying again, and trusting yourself even when it feels uncomfortable. You have everything you need already. You have the words, you have the will. You just need to give yourself permission to use them imperfectly. So go ahead, speak, pause, stumble, make mistakes, laugh at yourself, and then keep going, keep learning, because that is how fluency grows. Not loudly, not perfectly, but quietly, steadily, calmly. You do not need to speak fast today. You just need to keep going. Always. Thank you for being here with me. I believe in you. I really do. Now go practice, go grow, go speak. You are ready. You always were.